everybody. So we've been sending out these mailings every week to let people know what we're doing here at A Story Before Bed. Oh yeah, sorry, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Hillel from A Story Before Bed, Jackson Fish Market, etc. And we sent out these mails, and we thought, maybe we could do that in a more interesting way. Not that we'll stop sending our mails, but maybe on the blog we could post the same information as a video, and maybe get a little view into how things are going here and be able to show you a little more of what we're doing. So that's the theory. We'll try it out and see what happens. So the big news from this past week is that we launched an additional 10 books on the site, which is basically always whenever we have news, it's almost always about new books, which is exciting. And there's a bunch of really, really good ones in here, I think. Some cool stuff. So let's just dive in. Let me show you a couple of these. This is Hickory Dickory Dock. Now, what I like about this, and we'll just preview these for you, is that the illustrations are kind of this, like, I don't know, very simple, almost like the Iron Giant is what it reminds me of. And the illustrations are very cool. This giant clock robot guy is very cool. Just feels very simple, very modern, very funky. I like it. Next, to show you of our new books, is actually, let's dive in one that I'm incredibly proud of. This is called Prince Kai and the Little Mermaid. Everyone knows the Little Mermaid story, but it's always, why is it always the girl in the story who's got to change herself to capture the prince? Forget that. In this one, it is the prince who's got to convert into a merman, I guess, to go after the Little Mermaid. And not only that, but he's a cat and she's a catfish, which, get it? It's cute. What I really love about this, in addition to the excellent story, is check out the water. It just, well, it's very watery. It's all watercolor and water stains, and just looks very, very cool. So I really enjoyed this book. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at another one, shall we? And this one is amazing in terms of the amount of work that went into it. Everyone's familiar with Baba Black Sheep, no big deal, but this was not illustrated, it was sewn. Sewn. You can see these pages, all handmade. One for the master and one for the dame. So anyway, this kind of really gives a new, different aesthetic, different visual. Something that feels very different and updated. It's nice and short also, so you can try out the service and see what you think. And then we have all sorts of new books. The Button Box, which is kind of like Toy Story with buttons, though, instead of toys. We have Babu's Healthy Hoppy Bunny Tale, which I think is great to read to a picky eater. A very cool version of Rapunzel. In this version, it's not about her hair, but about her hair, her little bunny rabbit. And of course, hijinks ensue, and there's a confusion around what she's talking about. It's sort of like a Three's Company episode, but appropriate for children. And also, the witch, the way she's drawn here is adorable. She's like I don't even know how to, you just take a look. She's very cute. Anyway, and she's also not that evil. So, you know, that could be nice witches. One that I'm possibly the most excited about, although I'm really happy about all of them, is Snow White in the City. So, basically, the author and the illustrator have taken Snow White and really updated her. And this is sort of an urban setting, and there's references to the original story, but it just feels very new and cool. And I think I'm in love with our version of Snow White here and her enormous hair. Her hair is so cool, and she's just adorable. So this one I'm very excited about, and it's just a great, great book. Now, the cool part about all these books, you may not realize we have a subscription offer on A Story Before Bed. So, if I go to astorybeforebed.com/subscription, here it is at an unbelievable price. I guess you could believe it. But here's the thing. It used to be, up until last week, that we had 15 books in our subscription. Guess what? Now, as of this past week, we have 25 books. That means all 10 books that we released last week are all now in our subscription collection. So for only $29.95, and I have knives, Ginsu knives for you as well. No knives. But for $29.95 a year, you get unlimited ability to record all 25 of the books in our subscription collection. And even if you cancel the subscription next year, you still get to keep everything you recorded. So these books are like $7 a piece, but you basically get them for like $1.20 a piece. $1.25, $1.20, something like that. And here's all of them. Snow White and the City, 3 Billy Goat Scruff, The Strange Squab, which I love. You got to see this. This is basically The Ugly Duckling, but with pigeons in the city. We love that whole city motif over here. So they're adorable and all etched. Everything's etched on this cool, there's a little mouse, there's the pigeon. Just very, very beautiful. Nobody Likes Caterpillar in Their Tea, which is a variation on The Princess and the Pea. Little Brown Dog, beautifully painted. Sleeping Beauty, The 12 Dancing Princesses. It goes on. You can check it out. Even The Raven, which I know you want to read to your kids. There's Keegan. Say hi, Keegan.
Hey.
Okay. Keegan's manning Twitter for us. In any case, you get all 25 of these books, and the beauty is, if you record them only once, they're like ends up being, for the $30, it's like $1.20, $1.25 per book. But you can record them multiple times, and you still get to keep everything once the subscription runs out. So maybe grandma wants to record, and mom, and grandpa, and dad, and maybe your uncle, so you can have multiple versions of each book for your kids. And you can even have the kids read to you. So that's the big news from A Story Before Bed this week. And if you like this video, let us know, and we'll do more of them. Just thought you might want to check out all our fancy new stuff. So just go over to astorybeforebed.com, and if you want to check out the subscription, go to astorybeforebed.com/subscription. And if you want to see the books in the subscription collection, just go to the bookstore and scroll down to the sections area in the silver banner here, silver section header, the subscription collection. Click on that, and you get to see all the books in our subscription collection. All right, that's it, everybody. This has been a first and maybe not last episode of A Story Before Bed videos. What do you think, Keegan? Good video? Yeah, you approve?
Yeah.
He likes it. All right, well, Keegan likes it. Lauren? Yes? Lauren likes the sneeze. I edited that out, so you won't have seen that. All right, I'm babbling now, so I'm going to stop. Bye!